Okay. Okay. I think I got it. Anybody here? How are you doing? I am looking for my glasses. There. Let me get them. All right. Turn on my light. I'm working on 2, 3, 6. Several projects. Hi, Larice. How are you, honey? Welcome in. How are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Do. Really do. I hope everybody is doing well. We are having some cold temperatures, which most of the central United States out towards the east are. Oh, goodness. And boy, are we having some high winds, too. I think that's everybody. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Ivy, sweetheart. How are you? What you working on? I'm working on, oh my gosh, what am I not working on? Right now I'm making working on a sweater for one of my baby dolls, my reborns. And got some granny squares in the works. I love to make granny squares, and I don't like sewing them together. So I usually gift them to people. I'll make them, leave them like they are, and sew in the ends, of course, and all that, and then gift them to people or sell them. I'll do that. But I'm making a campfire party for a baby doll. Got her booties, her hat made. Gonna make a little flower to put on the side of the hat. And both of my sisters. Hey, Nonie. Enid, I called you Nonie. I started to call you Noneated. But anyway, what I was saying is I'm also going to make my sisters. I'll make them both a sweater. Make them lots of doll clothes. I'll make my sister Brenda's birthday is next month. I have 2 sisters. I have my YouTube sister Brenda and my real biological sister next month. They both have birthdays, and I'm gonna crochet her Cynthia. And let me go over to my YouTube side and I'm going to, where is it? There it is. I'm going to, what was I going to do? Oh, I know what I was going to do. Going to pin my, I'm going to pin the thingamabob. I hope Brenda is doing okay, Brenda Land, because looked like they had some crazy weather and up there. And yeah, oh, I guess I gotta drop it over here. And Cynthia, I finally got your squares in the mail. Colin came in here and I said, Colin, when did you send my the squares to Cynthia? And he said, Mom, you did not wrap them up yet. Hey, there go can't talk. Okay, hang on. Getting the wrong. If I try to do something while I talk. Oh, oh my gosh, and we haven't seen weather like this in a long time. We are having 50 miles. I'm surprised my internet's staying on. If it goes off, it'll probably stay off. So, oh my God. We had thunder last night and lightning. I went outside to make a video. Of course, it wasn't raining. And it says we're under a wind chill warning. If we have some blizzardly stuff, I might lose power and thus internet. Yes. And we did this morning. We have, when we got up, it was 58 to 52 degrees. It says 15 degrees on my computer. Let me ask Alexa. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 15 degrees Fahrenheit.
15
Tonight,
degrees.
Expect a low of 13 degrees.
Yeah, 13. And Enid says, oh, did I paste that thing? I'm telling you, it wasn't long ago. I just woke up from a nap. Let me put that on there. That's what I meant to do. And I will go over here and I got to do the pin it here. Okay. I think I did. I took my nap because last night, I'm telling you, now I say this every time I'll say this almost every time we have bad thunder. I haven't heard thunder like this in years, but I truly, not -9 for you guys. Yeah, we're going to have below. Hi, Mikey. We're going to have below freezing too. But it went from 52 degrees today to 15. And then there's another storm and we got snow, but I don't think it's maybe an inch, could be more. I don't know. I don't know for sure. So I kept filling a draft. Like I have the longest time. I thought there is a draft somewhere and it feels like it's coming from the door because I sit here by the door. And the door's shut tight. So I thought, I'm gonna just look the window behind my chair. The window was open about a half inch. And I did it. I did it last spring. And opened it about a crack. And I put a pill bottle. It may have been last summer. I put a pill bottle underneath the window. And so some air would circulate. So I had to get that out of there. That's where the draft was coming from. Me, I can't remember one day to the next. I'm making a sweater for my doll. And I forgot how to make it when I started working on it because it's the one that I've always made for baby dolls. I'm telling you, getting old is not real good, doing me good. On Monday is when I go to have my thing done, my heart. So uh, let's see what I missed. Maybe an inch of snow though. Colin, have you seen my kaleidoscope? I had your something planned last night, I believe. It's only going to be 2 degrees Fahrenheit as high tomorrow. Colin, did we get an inch of snow even? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Had to make sure I make it a hexagon here. There's bro. Yeah, it's bubble night, bro. Hello there. How are
So,
you?
have you seen Mike the Rangers lately?
I seen was what you was doing. I think it was last night. Was that? Uh, am I right? Were you
Yeah,
doing one last?
the
Yes, I see.
kaleidoscopes.
Yes, that's beautiful.
I hand drew those.
I know. You told me that last time. You are one smart cookie. Let me tell you. That is awesome.
And Mike the Ranger already had 540 watch hours.
Awesome. That's awesome. 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 Congrats. Congrats. Do you have a laugh? A laugh, Ranger? Sounds like he's got a sniffles like me. I had a sinus headache yesterday. What thunder and lightning? Yes, we had thunder and lightning
No,
last
I'm
night.
rude. I'm mukbanging, so I'm not coming on there
What?
right now.
Oh, I
I'm
got
eating peanut butter M&Ms.
yum. We had there goes my nose. I hope I don't sneeze. I got the sniffles. Woke up with a headache yesterday morning, migraine, really bad. Had it all day long. And I haven't had one of those in a long time. So, and it was to the point where I was ready to throw up. Usually, when you throw up and you got the headache, your headache will go away. So, I did, but it was my sinuses. So, any headache for me turns into a migraine, the least little bit of a headache. And yeah, I got sick with it, but I got a sinus thing going on. So, anyway, this is Wow 13. Yeah, Cynthia, you got a package coming. It's those granny squares
But
that I
yeah, they're
promised
getting
you.
ready for the storm to hit
And
here.
I accuse Colin. Oh, it hasn't hit you guys yet?
Oh, it's coming right
I'm
now.
worried about sister because
Uh-huh.
anyway, I'm
Well,
worried about her because I've seen that they're having floods and everything out there. And I don't know if it's where she's at.
yeah, well,
And it says I keep sneezing, so I am taking
Oregon, Washington, and part of California, the northwestern states are in prepare for whatever.
yeah. Oh, so
Okay.
oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that you guys had it up way up where you guys are.
Uh-huh.
Now, as far as
But,
we go, I don't think we're gonna get the I mean we got snow, it was snowing. But
okay.
what
But
ours
I was
was
just checking my lights.
thunder and lightning big time. And I mean it was loud.
Well,
And that's very rare because that's a sign there. My sister said, no, my excuse me, my sister said, she said, I can't remember what's first, thunder or lightning. I said, we didn't have no lightning. She said, sister, we
lightning's
gotta have
worse
lightning.
because
Yeah,
lightning is when you get those strikes for
yeah,
fire and so forth.
yeah. And it always I guess it lightnings before the thunder. But I said I didn't. That's the weird part. I said I didn't see any lightning, and she was laughing at me, and she said, um, and so I thought. Then all of a sudden it came into my brain. Every once in a while I remember something, you know. So if I remember something, I have to get it out. So I said, "Oh, I remember now." She said, "Well, and I told her all this big thing about thunder and lightning. She goes, well, sister, she said, I'm so proud of you. You're actually, excuse me. She said, you're actually remembering things. That's good. I said, you better believe it. I can't remember nothing. I'm like, forget so easy. But anyway,
Hi,
they said it was.
Lorraine. Good to see you.
I keep sneezing, so I am taking Lord Loratadine generic Claritin. Oh, okay. I don't know if it is my cat or the dry, windy weather. Could be both, actually, couldn't it? Uh, Believe it or not, Stella makes me sneeze sometimes. Sometimes. Now, I started thinking today, am I getting a sinus infection? Or is it because I've been brushing her coat vigorously every day? Because um, she's half Crown Terrier and they have a very weird undercoat. So she doesn't like the dog brushes. And I wouldn't either if I was her because they're they're metal bristles. So I just found one of my old brushes
Oh,
and
and by the way, inherited. I love your new pillow you just did. You just
oh, the
crocheted.
dad one, yeah, ain't that cute? Yeah, I think you make that one for Father's Day? I remember she did it for Father's Day.
Uh
I
huh.
thought I couldn't remember any if you I seen that you yeah, I seen that you puffed it up. Now I can't remember if I'm doing, oh gosh, Michael, anyway, I'm doing this thing. I can't remember if I put chains between it. Yeah, she's been doing uh I can't even talk. She's been catching up on her whips, right, sister? Sister. I call her daughter. Why am I calling her sister?
Oh, I'll let you hear
Okay,
it at
listen.
the same time. Last night there was a cat fight, Mom. They were fighting over me. I
Oh,
was
I
like,
thought you was
good
having a women.
lord.
Yes, a package for you, Cynthia. Your package. The package that I'm supposed to be sending you that you uh, and I
My
put those oh man, I put those crochet hooks in there that let me make sure I
Noni,
got
you
them
know how
right.
I have two cats?
Uh-huh.
Well, last night they were, hey, butter roll.
Oh,
They
hey,
were
Deborah Dory,
fighting
how are
over
you?
me.
Oh gosh. Fighting over you. I don't know if I got 6 here. I am sick to death of this January one. Uh, that's a cross stitch you're doing. I thought that pillow was cute though, but I couldn't remember if you said you were putting it. I can't remember. You know how I am, keeping it in a hoop or putting it into a pillow. But I saw that you did it in a pillow.
You know what,
Three
Noni? Next
fifteen.
time
What's on your head, darling?
you get a chance, take pictures of your different quilts and send them to me.
Who, me or somebody else?
Well, not quilts, your blankets you crochet.
Okay, I have a whole trunk sitting in front of me of them, but there's actually I told my New Year's resolution. I don't know if I told you guys. I told sister, Brenda Land's sister. I said I did make a New Year's resolution, sister. She said, "What is it?" I said, "This year I'm going to sleep in that bed. I swear I'm going to sleep in my bed." And she said, "Sister, you made that resolution the last 2 years." I said, "I did," and she said, "Yes." That I was going to sleep in my bed, because I sleep sitting up. And so then I said, and I also am going to get my whips done. I had several whips. So what I do is I only have actually two whips, which are two blankets. I had about, I don't know how many. How many did I tell you I had in? If you know, I can't remember from one day to the next. I don't know, about 10 whips to do. And oh, Cynthia, I forgot. I gotta interrupt myself. Jane, you want to come up? The link is posted at the top of the page, darling. Uh, if did you send me the address? Do you still want me to make your granddaughter a pillow, crocheted pillow. Okay, Jane. Well, if you want to come in when you get done, you're more than welcome. Anyway, I took and I also told Brenda I had whips. I'm
Hi,
gonna get them
Jane.
done. So what I did is I went through my whips that I absolutely was no big thing that I'd take them apart. So I took them apart, and rolled them in a ball. But there's these two big ones that I have. Well, there were three. They're pretty big size. I took one apart, and then the other two, I got to put borders on it. I started putting border on the other one. I think everything's got to have a border, And yeah, I took it apart, but so that won't be such a big deal. Now Enid has whips. I got to finish my doll, my redheaded baby doll, and then I started one. I was looking for. They used to make a yarn that was like a skin tone, that was a brown skin tone, and it was called brown skin tone. I don't know if you all remember that. Red Heart made it. Well, of course, that retired and it was gone and da 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 da. So anyway, I have beige, the Red Heart beige. So I started a new doll with that, and can't find a skin tone. I always have to use a real pale pink yarn for that. Sister found some, but she only found two. But that's just my problem that I like making the amigurumi dolls and stuff, but I just my hands are so shaky now. I wrote on the back of a little card that when I put in Cynthia's package, and I am totally have the old lady shaky handwriting. I looked at it after I wrote a little note to her and I thought, oh no, look at that. I'm officially an old lady. I got the shaky handwriting. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Now let's see if I get 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do. Actually got a hexagon made here. Hexagon. Hexagon has 6 sides, right? Michael, am I right? You're young and smart. Oh, darn it. I thought I had those 2 shades of yarn pretty close together. Oh, well. Loops and Threads has a color called Rose, and it works great for lighter skin tones. Oh, do they?
Oh, God bless me. I went in there to go get something to show you, and I forgot my stand. All your fault,
Let me
Nonie.
write
You
that down.
distracted me.
Oh, gosh. I just dropped some. Okay, Doretha. And you want to know what I also do when I write something? I start from, like in my book, to a little
What?
tablet I have here. I write on the back page first. And my husband's asked me that before. How come when you write stuff in your little note to yourself, you start in the back? I said, because I tear out sheets of my notebook to write on from the front. And he said, hey, that's a pretty good idea. I should do that. I said, yeah. Because now he has a little black book, but I have a little purple book. I want a black book. Loops. So did you sleep in the bed yet? No. I actually laid down on the bed, but I haven't slept in it yet. Okay, so Butterroll says Loops and Threads has a color called Rose. Rose, Loops and Threads. And that is Loops and Threads Michael's brand? Rose. Hi, Shatika. How are you?
Well, sister, I could tease you, but I'll be nice today.
You can tease me.
Huh?
You can tease me. Okay, you do want a pillow for her, Cynthia, darling? I can do that. And you want me to send it to you or send it to her? Oh, you'll get the address. Okay, great. And you said shades of green, right? Well, you can tell me in the message. Yeah. Okay, what you got, Mikey?
Well,
If anybody wants to come up, there's Mikey. Just
Got a
drop
new
on down
power
and
supply, 65
oh,
watts
cool.
for plugging my device in.
Mhm.
I also got this one to plug in multiple device.
Wow.
And I got a little phone stand. Check out this little phone stand. It's so funny. It's literally as
Let
big
me
as you
make you
see.
big. Let me make you big. Okay, where it is?
And I got more art stuff for my phone and tablets. There we go.
Oh, more of
I
those little
got,
pins, little stylus
yep,
pins.
they're little
Okay.
tiny ones that you can use for what I do my art stuff.
Yeah. Show me
I
that. Show
got
me your.
a USB
Okay.
charging station.
Whoa, you did. That's awesome. That's what I need. I need to get me one.
I got a new 65 watt power charger
Awesome.
and little phone stands.
Oh, that cute.
Can you guess where I got them all from?
Timu?
Yep.
Well, my baby doll finally came from Timu. You can tell me whenever you want to go down. I'll take. Okay, you ready? I guess that means you're ready to go down. Well, my poor baby doll. I bought her once. My sister came up. She talked me out of her. Going to give her to her granddaughter, and I said, okay. She said, first she said, you keep it, and then when I bring them up for Christmas, you can give it to her. And then she goes, I said, okay. So then she calls her back and she said, you know what? I'm going to keep her for myself. And I went, okay, no problem. She said, she's so cute. I'm going to keep her for myself. So I said, okay. So she kept her. And, but then I thought, well, I'm going to order me another one. But that doll, I've got her sitting right here and I did a video of her. And I didn't even realize that I had done a video of the first one like her I had. I did it again, a video of this one last night. So I'm like, oh, my memory is insane. But we really like her. She's really a cute one. But anyway, this poor baby, I thought I was going to have to of course, they gave me a refund because she was late. That's the good thing about them. They'll give you a $5. I got 6 on it. They'll give you a $5 refund if it doesn't come on the day it's supposed to. They'll do that date where it'll come between this date and that date. And then if it comes like any days, like over 3 days late from the last date, they'll refund your whole money until you keep it. So I got her free. And she was even on sale for $19. Oh, just the man I wanted to see with these new Crocs on. Are you going in the kitchen for water? Oh, it's Brad. Those new Crocs you got for Christmas. The last pair I got was 2 years ago. Just kind of make me like a ham sandwich. If you, Colin cooked a Kreshmeyer ham yesterday. Is that what it was? Kirschmeyer. Oh, I thought it was Kreshmeyer. But he sliced it too thick. I mean, it's not too thick for him and his dad, but too thick for me. But that's okay. I know it's hard. We need to get an electric knife. I used to have one, but now anyway. Yeah, put some lightly both on both slices. That would be fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. But yeah, so I got the baby free. That was good. But I do need to get in there and get me some of those. No, I don't want any chips. But I'll take water. Do we have soda pop? No soda pop. Okay. I know. I just was asking. Well, Digger's booty. We'll tell your dad not to crash out of sleep. He was up this morning. He was up 6 o'clock, slamming things around, being crazy and loud, and then he goes to bed. He's still stuck on his work schedule. If he stayed up till midnight, we would think there was something seriously wrong with him.
I think he's got that like old person disease. Where, like,
He has. Did you hear that? Colin said he has that old person disease. Okay, so what is that old person disease? What's it caused, Colin?
Oh, that's when you can't like sleep ever.
It's like when you can't sleep ever. I'm sleeping now that I'm on the new medication.
I can't.
Sleep apnea or insomnia?
Just old, I guess, insomnia. Oh, I know everybody in this house probably has sleep apnea. We all snore. I wake myself up snoring. I like wake myself up and
I'll always be getting falling asleep and something will do.
I always get to falling asleep and something wakes me up. Oh, you're a hoot. A glass of water, please. Thank
What a
you.
bottle instead.
Yeah. What kind of bread is this? I swear this kind of ham.
Well, what they do is they take a bunch of like pieces of ham and they kind of like glue it together, and then they wrap it in like twine, and then there you go.
They take Colin, you're so weird. Oh, that. Oh, will you feed the birdie? I'm just putting him to work. But you give them some food
I'm gonna give them some.
as you walk by, so they'll be quiet for the night. No, I was thinking of that ham. I guess that's a spiral ham. That's because there's a streak of fat through this too.
I love that.
I don't like it. I'm already too fat. So I see fat on food. It freaks me out, like the meat fat. Okay. What puppy dog is handy? Woohoo! How you feeling, by the way, Cynthia, after your oral surgery, honey? Hear that, Cynthia? Call her Cynthia. 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 Poopers. Come on.
Where's Carrie? I'm surprised she ain't here.
I don't know. I haven't seen her for.
Well, Snickerdoodles will have to get on her.
I haven't seen her since.
That was Liberty.
I know
some
she
milk.
fell in the water and she can't get back out.
Probably some poor girl. Probably take some milk. I just walked him around. Well, he's in the kitchen. Oh, now Miss Stella. Now I'm mukbanging Mike.
Grab me a drink. Be right back.
Huh?
Here, mukbanger.
Thank you. Stella's looking at me like, there goes the birds getting crazy.
There's so much ham that honestly don't take much to get through.
So, I know you shared it out. Did you ever watch that video?
What
Sister?
video? Oh, about
My
the boys?
life?
Yes. Yes. My Lord.
That was crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Arrest him all because he took too long checking out and he's still banned.
Oh. God. Poor kid.
Yeah.
He wasn't that young, but I mean, he's
You
still.
know how old he was?
How old?
Which really tripped me out? As young as he looks in there, Nonie, he was 53.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't think he was that old. I saw that on the news.
exactly.
I saw that on the news. But it didn't connect with me that that's what she was talking about.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
But no, now I'm trying to come up with a new topic this Monday.
Now, Carrie told me that she was going live. I don't ever get no notifications. Night before last, I was on, when Crystal was up and we raided Charlie. Remember?
What is her?
We rated her. Anyway, I went up on the panel. She ended up doing a 4-hour live.
Holy cow, that'd been sweet to do.
Mm-hmm. We were up on the panel. We laughed so hard. I was like, just like the old days. But I don't ever see I mean, I do get notifications for people,
Yeah.
but not everybody, and that makes me mad. But Charlie said when you stop getting notifications for people's lives, to unsubscribe, then subscribe back right quick, and they usually should give you notifications.
That creates mustard fish.
What? What are you talking about, mustard gas, Colin? But
Cynthia
anyway,
King has insomnia half the time.
me too. Well, I
Yep,
don't know if I
welcome to the
do.
party. Why do you think I
I
do
just,
nightly streams?
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start turning on the chat and and leave it open until I fall asleep because, you know.
Hey,
Hey,
Glenn, how are
Gloria.
you? I
How
don't
are
think I
you,
have
Miss Glow?
insomnia. I just, well,
But no, I
if I
figured,
don't take a nap. Go ahead, Mikey. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What you saying?
Oh, I bet, Cynthia. I hate that.
Kim had to get a tooth pulled the other day.
Yeah, how'd that go? I remember
It
you were
did worse.
talking about you were
Yeah,
supposed to go to the dentist Monday
yeah. I
and
didn't.
Kim said
Yeah.
no Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Well, it all screwed up. I went ahead and rescheduled. I
Sister,
had him go ahead.
you better
Well, I
not
didn't
put it
really need.
off too long. Look what happened to me.
Well, mine was just for a cleaning and stuff like that. His
Right.
was for.
Well, mine, I don't care. I've been telling everybody lately. You know how mine ended up like they were?
Mm-hmm.
When I was 6 seconds old, I had my first seizure. They gave me what's called Dilaudid. And they said
Oh
these
gosh.
will rot his adult teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So to have my adult teeth until 47, I think that's pretty darn good. Or 46, sorry. I think that's pretty darn good considering I didn't think I'd have them past teenage years.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good that I'm 61, still got mine, and they're
But
really pretty good. Actually, I do have 12 fillings. I mean, that's to be understandable. I mean, I'm 61 years old. I have three. I have the only teeth I have gone are three. My wisdom teeth.
I had a troll come in the other day, Nonie, and I was a brat. I'm not gonna lie. This troll come in and goes, "Hey, Toothless Ranger." I said, "Hey, you know what? You're right. You are so right. I was toothless, but I got a new set of teeth. Can you afford a new personality?" And then I hit him.
I love that.
Hey, Kenneth, come on up, Ken.
Kenny, can you come up? He usually can't come up because he
But yeah,
lives with
I
his
was a
brother.
brat. They called me Toothless Ranger. I said, "Yep, you're right. I was a Toothless Ranger, but I got a new set of teeth. Can you get a new personality?"
Yeah, if I ever have to have dentures, that's what I'm worried about is the cost. Because every time
And
my
you know,
dentist told me to worry about it. Now I might need a partial if I might actually need a partial sometime because I have that tooth that it
yeah,
actually the the back part broke off. But when I went to the dentist, she said, "That's okay." She said, "It's not going anywhere. You just put that stuff on it." Whatever my gums did, whatever she did, make sure there wasn't any of the. It did not hurt.
Oh,
Are you waiting
awesome,
on Deborah to
Ken.
call? Well, you can come up
Sorry,
until
I
she
did call him
calls.
Kenneth. Awesome, Kenneth.
No, we call him Kenny. He don't care.
I
You
always
can come
called
up
him
till she
Kenneth
calls.
because that was his name for the longest time with Kenneth the Kentucky Fam. Then he changed it to
Yeah.
Ken. It's kind of like you having a hard time breaking Mikey.
I can't break that, Mikey.
I know, and I don't mind. Believe it or not, when I was playing Pogo, I used to have a screen name, which you would laugh
Oh,
about, because it was called Mikey Moose, and he actually had blue hair.
well, that's cute. Deborah, or the quick Kenneth said, "That's awesome, Kenneth. Deborah wants to get married. Well, you better marry your mom, your girl. Get her married, marry her, and then you can do that. You guys can not worry about anybody
Exactly. Well, you know what
giving
I
you a hard
told
time
him,
anymore."
Noni? You know what I told him? I said, he was worried about why they were together and stuff, and I'm like, let me ask you, how long you guys been together? He said 17 years. I said, there's something called common law wife. You pretty
Hmm.
much already was married.
Yeah. Now, see, we don't have that in Missouri. They used to, but
Right.
it used to have to be. I mean, they do have it. It used to be you had to be married to 7 years before you were considered common law, and then you could be on each other's insurance plan. But now, um, they don't even say anything
They
about
don't
it.
even have that. I know. But I said, they've been together for so long. If somebody, you know, talk hooey to them, I'll give them hooey.
Yeah.
I'll give them a holy smackdown.
Yeah, Kenneth, I wish you could come up here because I didn't understand quite what you were saying. You said she's back in Pikesville, but is she back at the trailer that you guys lived in?
Yeah, she is back. I think he said she's back in the old trailer, and he's trying to get down there.
Oh, so you're that okay. So that's what you're trying to get.
I swear, if I could, I'd give him a bus ticket.
Yeah, he needs a bus ticket.
He's laughing at my quote on the holy smackdown.
Be a lot cheaper than paying somebody and letting them rip you off. How many miles is it to Pikesville, Kenny? Go up real quick and tell us, and then if you want to, and then when Debbie calls, you can see how I bossed him around. Well, I'm his mom, She's coming to get me, and we are moving out of her dad's trailer. Oh, so Debbie's coming. Okay, she's driving out. So you're not going to be in the
Good.
trailer. You're not going to be in the trailer that you guys live together in. That she's in now. Well, that is wonderful. That is wonderful, Kenny.
And I'm telling you, Kenneth, from experience, she's a keeper, bro.
Yeah, Deborah's awesome.
She
I
knows
love her.
all your flaws, you know all her flaws, but yet you both still love each other. That's a keeper.
Yeah, and if
And
you
what?
guys get out and get your own place, and you're not living in something her dad owns, then he can't meddle in your business. He never should meddle in your business. Actually, it's 2 hours and 22 minutes.
Oh, okay.
2 hours and 22 minutes from. This does not look right. This.
Oh, I hate that. You ever hiccup so hard it makes your stomach jerk?
Yeah, I was just telling Crystal and Charlie about the weird things my stomach does, and they were laughing their heads off about how when I first had a cell phone, we had to still teach in school at the time when I got my first cell phone, and how I went across the hall and told when our kids, well, my kids would go, they had, when it was recess, this kindergarten had their recesses together. So we would have to go across the hall, line up and go across the hall, and then go to the other kindergarten teacher's room because she had a door that went outside to the playground. So we'd cross the hall. And I remember I was getting my class ready to go out. And I told her, I said, I have got trapped gas. We were sitting there waiting for, and she goes, what are you talking about? I said, my belly keeps having right on the right side. I keeps making this, it's like, feels like a baby's even kicking. She said, that is your cell phone in that pocket? And I said, yeah. And anyway, she said, you've got to, because we had to turn it off when we turned the sound off or whatever. And it was a candy bar. No, it was a flip phone. It was a flip phone. And
That's a good deal, Kenneth.
let's see, and paying the payments of $200. Yeah, she's buying her dad's car in March. Oh, okay. Awesome. But anyway, I would give her my phone because I didn't know that much about it, and she would put it on silent for me, and she turned the vibrate on. She said she started turning the vibrate on for me so I could know if I had a call. I mean, we could have her phone with us as long as we didn't have common law wife is not legal in America. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering because I know that it used to be 7 years in Missouri. You could be, if you lived with somebody after 7 years, you automatically were considered common law, and they could be on your internet, or be on your internet, for God's sake, be on your the thing popped up about internet at the bottom. I had a subliminal message, just like the movies, how they would have the commercials about the food going to the snack bar. It popped up at the bottom. And I don't even know what I was talking. Oh, before that, I was talking about the cell phone. I thought I had trapped gas and my phone was vibrating in my pocket. Yeah, that was it. But I thought Crystal and Charlie were going to die laughing when I told this story. $1,200. Oh, you're going to pay $1,200 a month for the car? Oh
No.
That's a lot of money.
$200 a month to pay that off. And that's a good deal.
Oh, but what's the $1,200 for? He's showing. He says $1,200. Oh, $1,200 for the car. Okay, altogether, the car is $1,200. Okay, gotcha. Oh, there goes my yarn. Gotcha. Uh-oh, Kim's mad about something back there. Yeah, all $1,200 altogether. Gotcha. So when do you think you're gonna get down there, Kenny?
Sounds like it's going to be paid off in March from what?
Is it gonna take you?
Oh, she's buying it in March and paying it off, so.
Colin, are you doing a cheer in there? He's dancing. He must be exercising. He's clapping his hands. I can hear his feet hitting the floor. Your puppy probably needs to go outside, but he's too much of a chicken. He's too much of a chicken. Oh, for Pete's sake. Colin, see if he'll go out in the backyard. You better put down a potty pad because he probably won't want to go out when you.
Well, they're out of clean.
Well, take that one out of the bathroom.
I did not clean.
Oh, well, I don't know what you're going to do then. He needs to get his butt out there and go because if they're out of potty pads.
You're gonna wash them before the weather turns down.
Yeah, we have the kind you have to that you can wash, which saves lots of money because I do not get up in the night and let dogs out. Come on, cheeky wiener. That is one thing I will not do.
No, he's like, I'm going after.
Well, he wants food or something. Did they have their nighttime food?
Trick for a treat.
He's tricking in for a treat. That's what he's doing. Yeah, Brownie, he does that. He acts like he does that to me. He'll act like he's got to go outside. And he thinks just because I'm sitting here, I don't see him. And he wants a treat. Give him a treat, and then they need to get their butts calmed down. Hi, Tina. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Give me a little hand. Give me a little milk bone for you.
Yeah, give him a milk bone.
Mini milk bone, Mama.
Hi, Tina.
One for Stale, just because he's here.
Bless you.
She did your little
One for
dance.
Bud, just because he's something that rhymes with you.
Yeah, I called sister, and she usually calls me back. So
Which one?
Brenda Land's sister. So I hope she's okay.
What about Twisted Sister?
She's probably without. She's probably without.
Here you work.
Without. Doggone it! Come on, brain. Would you work?
Ooh.
Without power, because I was watching the thing in New
Got
Jersey.
bad brain, Mama?
Yep, I got a bad brain, old wore out brain. Colin. Oh, Colin, stop that.
It stinks.
Well, usually if a dog does potty on a pad, it stinks. That's gracious. Goodness,
But yeah.
goodness gracious. Yeah, Kenny, I'll be glad when you and Deborah get back together. And I know it's been hard. And
We're all out of steam.
I got 2 packages wrapped up. One is Kenny's bear. I've got to get that, tell them to print the labels for that. And then I got to order for a pillow, a round pillow that I'm making that I got to finish. And then I had another friend of my cousin's asked me if I could make her 2 stock monkeys for Halloween for her grandkids. So I got to do those. And I sew these all by hand because it hurts me too bad to set up my sewing machine. But I may do the sewing machine for the sock monkeys because that takes forever to cut that. I use those Rockford Red Hill socks, cut those out and sew those by hand. Did you find one?
Not exactly clean, but it's cleaner than the one that.
Well, I mean, it's clean enough for.
Well, Sister, I'm gonna hop down and get some dinner. I'll be back in a while.
What?
Dogs take these dogs for the size they are. They take the biggest pieces I've ever seen.
Colin? Yeah, that heart that I have up there for my picture, I made that for my grandson when he was 4 years old. That's the one that he tried to take around the neighborhood and tell the kids his grandma would make them a heart for $5. My daughter-in-law told me that. I thought, no, she won't. And they're pretty big.
Oh, going after Bridget Cole.
They're pretty good size. If anybody wants to come up, I won't be on here too long.
You know that one song that goes like,
Come, I'm trying to do a live here. Give those birds some food while you're there. I hope my computer's not about to die. Looks like it is. Better make sure. Okay, Colin, enough. I'm telling you, no matter how old these kids are, if you live with them, they you get on the phone, try to do lives. I do, at least. Okay, I fixed it. It was getting very faint. But yeah, I'll probably just be here another 5 minutes. Just want to do a quick live, maybe longer. I don't know. I'm going to try to get this. Oh, for Pete's sake. Now I dropped my yarn. Dropped it. All right. After I take my shower tonight, I'm glad I took a nap because then I'll sleep. I'll be up for a while and I can get all of these orders lined out. Put them, I have a trunk in front of me that I set my orders out and work on them all basically at the same time. I'll pick one up, work on it for a while, then pick up the next one, work on it for a while. But my biggest month of making money is actually Valentine's Day. You'd think Christmas I only had a couple orders this year for Christmas. And Valentine's Day is my biggest month for orders. And I upped my price for my crochet dolls I make because they take longer than anything time-wise, except for blankets. But I upped the price on those. I told one of the YouTubers what I charge for my dolls, and she said, "You got to be kidding me! You don't charge enough." And I started thinking, because everything varies on the size of which size I'm going to make. And I thought, I'm right. She's right, because I mail the packages out too, and even for people if they're local, because I mail them. And I wouldn't charge for shipping. But I'm getting wiser in my old age. Not only am I getting forgetful, I'm getting wiser. Boy, Colin, you better watch it. It's only 14 degrees. He can't be out there very long.
He's going to be a frozen wiener.
He will be a frozen wiener dog. That's for sure.
Oh, Nonie,
Golly, were you cold out there, Brown boy?
you better give me another one.
Well, Daddy, you got to give him a TREAT.
You want another TRE?
We spell, but they know what we're doing.
Oh.
Stella says, I do too.
Yes, Stella can have one too.
What's Fountain Roses?
Bernie's like, why'd she get why'd she get one? I'm the one that went outside.
Yeah.
You baby. Bernie is so cute.
So cute. La 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 la. All right, let me look at this doll sweater now. How much more I have got to do on the arms? So, whoop, that's not right. It's like a campfire cardigan. And I color controlled it. So it was pretty, one side's a little bit lighter than the other. But let me see how many rows I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 3 more of this. They're pretty easy to make, and they go by pretty fast, especially if you make them for a doll. But not so fast when you make them for an adult. But I'm going to make, I think for myself, the new sweater that Bagaudet has out, the grandpa sweater. And my grandpa's, hi, computer chick, how are you? How's your weather? Just on FYI, YouTube is having issues. Is it? How's the weather down your way, girl? We had 52 or 58. I can't remember now. 52 degrees. This morning, it's now 14. Me and computer chick live in the same state. What's the weather for your parts? We just have that cold weather and a little bit of snow flying around. Trying to find my yarn on the floor. Temperature is 18 degrees, low of 13. Oh, girl. I'm going to ask Alexa. Alexa, what's the forecast for tonight? I guess I asked too fast. Alexa, what's the forecast for tonight in Rolla, Missouri?
Overnight, in Rolla, Missouri, you can look for flurries with temperatures around 14 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, there's a wind advisory in effect until Saturday, January 13th, 12 a.m.
Yeah, gosh. Cray. For sure, for sure.
This might answer your question. Cray Incorporated,
Alexa.
is an American supercomputer manufacturer headquartered in Seattle.
Oh my gosh, Alexa, stop. I'll be right back, guys. If anybody pops in the base, I'll be right back. I gotta run to the restroom. Never fails. Ouch! And I almost fell. Oh, really? I'm gonna take my shower about 9.
Papa, you take a shower about 9. Wait for the water to heat up. You like Hiroshima, Mama? Baba. Okay. I'm here, guys. I'm just going to feed my birdies real quick. Hi, birdies. Just a minute. Whoops. And I spilled bird seed all over the floor. What's new? Poor birdies. I don't really give you any food at all. I know. You too. Whistle. Poor babies. Poor babies. Hey, baby birdies. There we go. Good birdies, Mama. There we go, babies. You got plenty of water. Okay. All right. Yep. I gotta get my baby wipe here. Wipe my hands. Uh-oh, I got 3 birds. I should have put the food in both trays. I'll start fighting here in a minute. So, you got good stuff. Mama got you some. I am going to. Oh, goodness gracious. My sinuses. Are bothering me. Kim, don't. I'm alive. Oh. How do you get guys from quit cussing and acting crazy? Tell me how. Telling you what. Turn those live reactions off. Let's see. And there we go. Save that. Had to fix that. All right. Hope I have enough yarn to finish this doll sweater. If not, that could be a problem. Problemo. All right. Anybody wants to come up? I think it's pasted at the top of the page. I'll just sit here and let it run. I'm anxious to get this project done, this baby doll sweater.
I mean, there's some cute little booties. Cute little hat. Have my projects laid out, what I'm doing, my orders. And then I'll pick up the next one and work on it. Now, birdies, you got food. What happened, Enid? Enid says, ugh. What happened, girlfriend? Sorry, I'm up to my hiney and stuff. My bedroom, I'm telling you. Quadruped, my bedroom. I've been doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I got stuff to get rid of. Kim always says, we'll have a yard sale. He would say, we're going to have a yard sale when I retire. We haven't had one yet. Of course, he's only been retired for a year, but not even quite a year yet. But I am just going to start taking it out to the car, telling him, forget about a yard sale. I've got craft stuff I'm never going to use, and I am not going to sell online anymore. I just cannot do that. I just have no desire to do that. But I have got craft stuff I said I'm never going to use because there's no sense in keeping it. I cleaned out my drawers. He's going to bed at 8 o'clock. Why are you saying good night then? Oh. As I was going to say, I got to have help getting out of the shower after. Kim, my name, you're not going to sleep. You better quit calling me fat girl. I told you I wasn't taking my, when you've been married to somebody as long as we do, you can call each other anything and nobody gets offended. He calls me fat girl. I call him old man. And things I won't even say. Oh my gosh. What you talking about? Quadrupeds, Enid. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? Were you here when Kenny said him and Deborah's getting married? Were you here when he said that? Kenny, are you still here? If Deborah calls you, tell her to come up and visitate me. All right. I get notifications on, excuse me. I get notifications and I don't even know who the people are. And I guess Jen Reed, so funny. Comments on Just Crochet. And I put that thing. Sounds like a good plan. Okay, about she says, no, because I'm not as good as you when I grow up, maybe. I guess that was that one that said, oh, here's one. Oop, let me make sure I got it down. Is that Brenda's? Oh, that's Ola Joe. She got some of that Red Heart Granny Square yarn inspirations. She got 101 views. I'm going to tell her. ASAP heart. Okay. So Tina, what you working on, girlfriend? Kathy Noble said she got a new knitting machine. Awesome. Okay. Enid, Charlie, Heavy Yarn Charlie, she has a Addy, but it's like small. And unless you can, I had that I had a black and red Addy. Are they always black and red? Auctioneers auctioning off. Oh. Oh, Jackie's got a new video. Sweet. Lydia says, oh. But anyway, I had an Addy years ago. Oh. Now Ola Jo made the granny square and she got it right. And I haven't heard from Brenda to see if she got it right. She did it, was having a hard time getting the getting it right. I don't know if she did. Oh, Larice was live too. Oh my gosh, I watched some cool, if you're still here, Enid, some cool movies from 1915. Yes, they were cool. Very, very cool. Okay, members only. Mara has, oh, that was 18 hours ago. I missed it. I didn't get any, because she's a member to me and I'm a member to her. I missed that, see? I don't get notifications. I have actually got this panel done. I call it a panel, but it's actually one side of the sweater. So that went by fast. Ooh, now it's getting really, really red. I put the it was that ombre, if you're still here, Enid, that ombre yarn that was supposed to be jazzy, but it was totally off. I color controlled it. You know, it looked more like the anemone or whatever it's called. I color controlled it for the doll sweater. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 3 more rows to go. 3 more. If Cynthia, if you're still here, dear, you're probably going to have to be finding pink and gray hair in those granny squares I sent you. I started making more this morning. I got 3 or 2. Well, actually, I got 2 sitting here done because I was working on that pink pillow that I'm making. I think I'll make the pink. There I go, adding another project. A pink pillow My favorite color, the pink, in pink. 4, 4, 5. Find some cute little buttons to put on this. Anybody's here and wants to come up, just come on down in the basement. I'll pull you up. Certainly will. Tweet, tweet, birdies. Five rows. Birdies. Tweet, tweet. What's that called? Wait, wait, wait. Three. 5 rows of the sweater done. 2 more to go. Enid, are you still? Oh, I'm back. Sorry, I skipped out a few minutes. Oh, that's okay. I don't know if Enid was still here or not. I was going to tell her I finally got my Wii, not my Wii. What am I thinking? My doggone it. Oh, what you want to see? My Jolly sweater? Oh, I'm going to wait until I get it all finished for the baby doll. And I'm just about ready to put, it's like a campfire cardi. Because I'm about ready to put the panels together. Then I got to still do some, do the cuff stitch, the on the bottom. And then, now you said your granddaughter liked, I wish I could get to the, of course, Walmart ain't got nothing. They ain't got none of that blanket yarn. I have, they do, but it's like not no greens. Oh, well, that will be great. I'll have a piece of you. I am just like, cray. No, I got, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 projects in front of me on my trunk, laid out, trunk that's in front of me. And I'm finished them as I go along. Actually, I pick up a piece, one thing, and then work on a little while, then pick up another, put it down, and then I end up getting them done at the same time. Oh, oh, you talking about? Yeah, if you want more when you get those, if you want more. Now these are all the ones I do have. I do have a tub with hundreds of granny squares in it, but we have not been able to find it. And sorry you can't what? Anyway, Cynthia, I sent you those ones that I've been going to send you since probably last summer. I don't remember how many are in there. Be careful when you open that package because it is wrapped tight. Uh, I sent you those crochet hooks that I told you I was going to send you that I didn't make myself. Somebody else made them, and I bought them. And I sent the squares that I made for, well, you can see in that video. Have you heard from Silas since he went home? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did like his visit. I was taking my nap when he called, when him and Adam called. And Colin came in and said, Mom, Silas and Adam are on the phone. Well, I could hear them both cussing, like father, like son. And I wasn't quite awake. And I said, no. And Silas had antifreeze or something. I don't know what he's doing. And he was cussing up a storm. His dad was cussing up a storm. And I just said, nope. So poor Colin had to get stuck to both of them. I can't take that. I can't take that cussing. And he's a little boy. I was just floored. I was just, that's a whole nother show. We'll talk about that on the phone. I was just absolutely, we thought about taking him back. And then Adam said, no, Mom, you drive you crazy because they just fit and fight like two kids. Well, Silas is a kid. Adam's a 40-year-old kid. But, oh my gosh. I'd probably have never been the same if I would have made that drive with them across Kansas with fighting that they do. Just argue. Adam argues with him. And, well, you can't. I said, he needs a little bit of the tookus, a little smack on the tookus. Oh, have you have a few projects in the works? Yep, I do. I have. I was telling people in here about how February is my biggest month of making orders. Like I don't do not doing YouTube and not, oh God, listen to me. I'm not I'm so confused. I'm not doing my Etsy store anymore. I just can't keep up with that and haven't put anything. I don't even know if they have shut it down. They will shut your channel down if you don't I haven't been back to it since I don't know when. I just can't do that selling stuff, but I have stuff that people have ordered from me, some sock monkeys and stuff. Let's see. I need to make a purple circle shawl. Oh gosh, I made one time. Just don't have the right color. I hear you. Yeah, I saw those. I made one. I don't know if I made one like what you're talking about, but this one was more like the vest. And I did it for my niece. And it had my niece Stephanie, and it had an owl in the back. I did the owl, crocheted the owl. And I think I did it with Fiber Spider. Did I do it with Fiber Spider? Or did I do it with Claire 123? I did that 3 years ago. It was beautiful. You really had to pay attention to what I was doing. Have you ever seen the doily shawl? I haven't seen anybody make one of those on any tutorial. I used to do one a long time ago called, I ordered Scarfy, perfect color, but it is a size 5. She lives in Florida, and I want to use a 2 or 3. Oh, a 2 or 3. Gosh, I can't hardly crochet with the really, really thin yarn anymore. But I did do we call back then, we called it, when I made it, was the doily shawl. And it's the same stitch, like it's pineapple stitch, but it's like the round shawls, like they're doing now. And they were beautiful. I was such a nerd. Me and my friends, we used to have slumber parties at each other's houses, but we weren't like most girls. We didn't call boys and flirt around with boys and sneak boys and stuff like that. We'd sit around and crochet. Me and my friend Berna, we knew how to crochet. But our other friends, we had a little clique. There were like five, six, five. Let's see. Let me see. There was Holly, Berna, Rhonda, Mary, me, sometimes Pat, and sometimes Jackie. But these are my 7 best friends. Well, 6, because me, with me it had been 7. But they were like, oh, forgot Dana. They were like my best friends. But Dana, Jackie, and Pat, their parents were more kind of conservative with letting them spend the night at people's houses. But everybody always came to my house. Oh yeah, Silas cusses right. Yeah, he hears that from his dad, and he cusses too. And I told him we're not going to have. I'll have to tell you about it on the phone, but he didn't listen. But anyway, the girls would always come to my house because my mom, she was the kind of mom would be right in the middle of everything. And in fact, 2 of my friends got pregnant in high school, and they came to my mom first. My mom was so cool. She was so good to everybody. She could cuss like a sailor. She got mad, but can't we all? But anyway, she was always mom would always say, yeah, my mom didn't like to let us go spend the night with anybody, even though she knew all these girls' parents very, very well. And that actually my mom was friends with their moms. But anyway, mom just liked me to stay home. So she said, have your friends come over. And I've told this story many times. The 70s show that came on, back in the 90s, late 90s, that 70s show, I swear they got the idea from our basement. Because they had that basement, and they would all sit down in that basement together. That's how our basement was when I was a kid. Everybody would go downstairs and sit in the basement. We even had a cable spool for a coffee table, like they did. How active do you have to be? Active for what? What you talking about? Yeah, me and my friends my friends would come and we'd spend the weekend with me. I had one friend. Now she would come every weekend. Holly, my friend Holly. She stayed with us all the time, practically lived with us. But my mom was real good. She 2 of my friends though got pregnant and they got married. I remember we had 2 girls. No, I think there were 4. They were married and in high school. You know how back in the days, sometimes people got married when they were in high school. And they were walking down the graduation aisle pregnant, big old bellies. I got pregnant in high school. Yeah, I did an owl one. And I'll tell you who makes beautiful owl shawls is Bridget. Bridget, she does them too. They're gorgeous. Bridget is awesome. Um, yeah, I was telling everybody I was over at Charlie's night before last. Me and Crystal will have a yarn with Charlie, and does a lot of sewing on the sewing machine and sells her works. And we were out there for like 4 hours. Well, I didn't come in until the last hour of the live come up on the panel, but it was just Crystal and her. But it was a lot of fun. Oh, sake, Colin, I'm gonna jerk a knot in your tail. He said, no, not in my tail. You'll behave, I will. Don't say that word. I should have ordered the purple ombre, but it's 4, but that would be better than 5. Yeah, 5's awful thick. I'm making this baby sweater out of that wonky, weird, it was the Jazzy, the ombre, red heart ombre, Jazzy, when they messed up that bunch of that ombre yarn, and it looks more like the anemone or whatever it's called color, but not quite. So I'm doing this color controlled. I unwound that ball. I bought one skein of it, not ball, skein. And for this a long time ago, so I thought, I was back there looking at my yarn, and I thought, I don't want to get into the boxes and the tubs of yarn. So I was just getting the stuff off the shelf. So I rolled it all up separate things, and I think I've got 7 rows here now. Let me see. If that's the case, I'll be ready to put the sides together, the back part together, and then sew up the arms. Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, got to go another row. Are you talking about a circle that had 2 slits for the arms? Yep, had 2 slits for the arms, but I crocheted an owl. I started with the owl in the center, and then you turn it to a circle. Sounds like fun times. Your mom sounds wonderful. She was. When she got mad, she could get mad. But let me tell you, she was everybody's mom. And she was good-natured. She was just, everybody loved her. She would dance with us, and she would just like one of the gang. But she'd get mad sometimes. My cousin Peggy and my cousin Jackie used to come and stay with us in the summer, and that was with me and my sister Brenda, because we're like a year apart. And then my sister would have, my oldest sister, who's 6 years older than me, she would have people over. And now my oldest brother, I was 7 years old when he got married, just almost 7. Would have been 7. He got married in June. I would have been 7 the following October. He was 17 years old when he married my sister-in-law. They're still married. No, actually, Bill is 11 years older than me. He's 72. He's the oldest. And then my brother Bob, who passed away when I was 18, he was killed in a car accident. He was 26 years old. That was hard. It seems like so forever long ago. He got killed my senior year of high school. And that was that. So I hope this year's a lot better for me with friends and family, because last year wasn't good. The year before wasn't good. I lost my 2 best friends 2023, my friend Carla and my friend Thelma. I know I told you about this. My dog passed away the 2nd, and my friend Thelma passed away the 4th. Then we lost my niece. And then just a week after she passed away, less than a week, my cousin Tammy's daughter passed away. God. And oh, I know, Enid. I have the kind that makes you go constantly. Irritable bowel syndrome. Even drinking a whole bottle of water. I drink water. I drink the bottle. I got to go to the bathroom. I drink every meal I eat in the bathroom. Some people have the kind that you have a hard time going. Mine is, we know that, because I've told you a million times. Yeah, it drives me insane. I'm always in there. I think I should weigh 5 pounds, because that's all I do. I lost my IRL best friend and grandpa within like 2 years of each other, maybe 1 year. I forgot. It's about broke me. Yep, I remember you telling me about that. I can't imagine losing so many people. Well, when the big C was going on, 9 people close to us. My cousin was in the hospital for 3 months. That girl, I tell you, we tell her she's a cat. She's a year older than me. You know all about that. She had it. Oh gosh, the stories she told about what she dreamed and what she hallucinated. She was in the hospital 3 months. Her heart stopped twice on her. They had her. Yeah, I was, and we lost 9 people altogether that we know. Now, actually, it was so did I, but no one knew. Oh, I wait a minute. Showing if you were preggers, you couldn't attend graduation. 2 of us were. We had four that were 4 girls, I think is what I said. 4 and 2 were showing big time. But I got married in high school too. Ena said, when I was in high school, a 15-year-old I knew was knocked up and it freaked me out. Oh gosh. She basically dumped the kid on her mom so she could go out. But that's terrible. She should have been slapped. But that's how a lot do. And I know that is hard. My brother and his wife, wait a I know that is hard. My brother and his wife died within 6 months, 6 months of each other. She died last year in May, and he died. Yeah, aw, I bet you do, Cynthia. Um, I thought it was awful. It was 100 years. My brother and sister-in-law. She was pregnant. He got married when they were 17. She lost the baby, and then they waited till 19, till she was 19, and she got pregnant with my nephew David. Now, me and Adam's dad were married 4 years. Now, I was pregnant when I got married, okay? Lost, and you know the story of that. I lost, they were twins. You know that. 7 months, I lost. But that was very hard for me. That was something that took me years to get over. So I wouldn't get pregnant again. So we were married 4 years we were married 8 years altogether. We waited 4 more years. I just couldn't do it. I thought, I don't know. I cannot. I cannot do it. I can't do it. I'm afraid. I was too afraid, you know. I think it was 1990, maybe 1989, not certain. But I just thought and then you know how I told you the story, how finally I decided we're having a baby. You remember I told you how the story was? I told him if he came home drunk one more time, I was going to have a baby after 4 years of not having a child. And I went to school and everything in that 4 years. And got myself situated. Yeah. Yep. He used to tease around and say, I got him pregnant about that whole situation. And that was Adam. Oh my gosh. Love my son. Love him dearly. I always say I love him with most of my heart because I have 2 kids. And if I say I love one with all my heart, then that wouldn't be right. So most of my heart. And whew, that boy has been a challenge since the day he was born. I shit you not. He has. And they did call tonight, Enid, and Silas was cussing up a storm. And he's only doing it because his dad does it. I told Adam, I said, you are paying for your raising. You are. He definitely is. Stop, Mom, shut up. I don't want to hear that. My mom always just say, when we did something, well, I'm paying for my raising. Adam always said, Adam wasn't really a cusser when he was little. I mean, he would say GD and he'd get his mouth washed out with soap. Now, if you do that, you get in trouble for child abuse. Okay, I'm on my last row, thank God, on this sweater. Then I can put the pieces together. But anyway, I told him, go ahead and make him bite a bar of soap and tell him you're going to do it again. But he doesn't do any punishing. And he's going to keep running over. He's going to run over his dad. I said, Adam, he's running over you. I said, don't complain. I said, you're the parent. You are the one that has to discipline. And he says he don't do it because he can't stand him because he screams even harder. I said, take something away from him. I can't because then he screams even louder and that makes me a nervous wreck. I said, well, would you rather be nervous when he grows up? He's going to tell, well, like Colin tells me about it all the time, everything I do. Yeah, my evil granny threatened me with soap, but I was way older than 8 and the stuff she did was so much worse than a few potty words. Yeah. Well, Adam or Colin, the Mr. Colin's been a good guy. Colin's a good kid. I didn't have to discipline him too much. Not like Adam. And sometimes you can discipline too much. And that'll make a kid rebellious. I think it's just me. It'll make them even worse because it makes them so mad when you discipline them. You got to explain. I tried always explaining, and that got me better. It got me with Colin. It did. Like when he did something he wasn't supposed to, I'd sit down and talk to him or make him do math problems. But I'll never forget. Colin was probably maybe 5, and he just kept saying the B word. He thought he would say it. He was sitting in the floor in his room playing, getting toys out of his, and he heard me say it. That's why he said it. And what it was, we went outside. I went outside to hang up laundry, and he's out there in the yard, and we had this big Rottweiler, and her name was Susie. And I said, get out of here, you old because she kept trying to jump up on me while I was hanging up the towels. And I said, get out of here. And I said it like 3 times. Well, we came to the house. He was sitting in the floor, and he was playing in his play box, and he kept saying that word over and over, and he'd laugh. And I said, Colin, you don't say that word. Well, you said it, Mom. I said, so I just explained to him what it meant and that people say that when they're mad. So he said, okay, so I won't say it no more, Mommy. So he went back in his room to play, and I heard him in there saying it, and then he'd laugh. It's a funny word, he said. So I said, come here. And I told him, if you hear you saying it once more, you're going to get your mouth washed out with soap. Okay, I won't say it, Mommy. So, hi, Mimi. So anyway, he said it. And I said, Colin Ryan, come here. So I said, open your mouth. And what I'd do is I'd give him open their mouth, and I'd put a little soap on the spoon, and I'd put it on their tongue, just a little drop. And he said it, and I reached for the soap, and I can't remember if I had Dove dishwashing liquid, and I always either use Dove dishwashing liquid or Dawn dishwashing liquid. And I can't remember which one I was using at the time. But he said, so I'll just say Dove. But anyway, he said, if I'm getting my mouth washed out with soap, can I have the Dawn this time instead of the Dove? Well, I was about to split my sides laughing, but I knew I had to be, it's like a philosophical conundrum. Yeah, I had to keep my composure, but I was about ready to lose it laughing. And yeah, he said, can I have one instead of the other this time? Oh my God. He did his little taste of dishwasher liquid and then ran to the bathroom to wash it out of his mouth. But I had to go in my bedroom and put my pillow over my face. I busted out laughing because he said, can I have this one instead of that one? Oh my God, that kid. But after that, I never caught him again until he got older. Oh God. It's like, did I say a philosophical conundrum? Oh, Enid, she must have been something else. Yes, she was mean. Mimi, what you up to, sissy? What's your weather like out there? Or over there in Massachusetts. There we go. I said it. How's your weather? If anybody wants to come up, just grab that link. I'm about ready to shut it down anyway. I'm going to try to get to 2 hours though. But I got to see how the sweater looks on this baby doll when I get finished. Finished, I should say. Well, I can still hear that wind whipping around. It's cray. Yeah, he will regret it. I'm sure he is worse with Adam than anyone else. He is. Adam said he's actually okay when it's just him. And I told Adam this. I said, you don't need to call him names and stuff like that. But anyway, you know how, I don't know if your kids are like this, but anytime, and that Colin's still the same way. He lives at home. As soon as you get on the phone, you start talking to somebody, they get in your face. And Silas, I told him, he let one night, Adam and Colin went to town and they left him here with just me and Grandpa. And he would say stuff to like the dog, and he would curse the dog, and Kim would laugh, and I'm like, Kim, what is wrong with you? Suffice to say, I have anxiety and PTSD for reasons. Yeah, you do, babe. But anyway, you had a hard life. But anyway, Kim was laughing at him. I said, what is wrong with you? If that would have been Adam or Colin, you would have got up and took your belt off to him. And I don't want him to take his belt off to Silas, but, I told him, I don't want you saying those words at Granny's house. I tried to talk to him just like I did Adam and his dad, and it would work for Adam and his dad, but it won't work for him. It's because he's been, I don't know. So I grabbed him by both shoulders. I didn't shake him. I didn't turn him over my knee. I said, listen, Silas, you are at your grandmother's house. I have not saw you for 4 years. And I said, why are you saying such bad words in front of your grandmother? And I just laid a guilt trip on him. I did. I said, and I used that when I was a kid, I said, when I was a little girl, I would have never wanted to curse in front of my grandmother. That would make me feel really bad. I said, does it make you feel bad that you're, and I just did it. I just went ahead. I laid a whole guilt trip on him. I said, that really makes me feel sad that you feel like you can cuss in front of me. I said, have you heard Grandpa or me cuss while you've been here? No. And I said, well, we don't want to hear you cuss. That makes us sad. Yeah, I laid that whole guilt trip on him. So anyway, he didn't say no more, and he calmed down. And Adam and Colin were gone for like an hour, maybe a little longer. Well, of course, when his dad gets back, he starts acting up, running around the circle, jumping, screeching, hollering, carrying on, and cussing. And anyway, Adam told him, Granny used to wash my mouth out with soap. And I'm just looking at Adam like, yeah, whatever. So that night when he went to bed, he said, he's over there. And I said, did you say your prayers? He said, yeah, I better say my prayers. And so Adam says, what'd you pray? And he said, I prayed to baby Jesus that I would stop being a bad boy and stop cussing and being so mean to my grandma and everybody. And I mean, then I felt like a terrible person, but I was like, oh God. But something had to be done. Enid said, oh, well, I am drilling over spindles on Snyder spindles. And Cynthia said, that's out loud. Then Enid said, I got handmade wooden spinning tops off of eBay. Took the guy a long time to ship. They are so fun. He made them handmade. That's the one package you were talking about. Took forever. I wonder if he had to make them. That's why it took so long. Or didn't have them made up or whatever. My poor little reborn doll that I got, she really had a trip getting here from Demon. I got her though. That's what I'm making the sweater for. And I got the booties and the little hat. And I got a little flower on the side of her hat and a heart. They're not sewed down yet. I just got them pinned up there on her hat. No, a different guy, and it was Etsy, not eBay. I am stupid. No, you're not. 2 hours is only 10 minutes. You can do that in your sleep. 2 hours. I did color code this sweater as much as I could. But I'm on the 7th row. I did that all while I was live here. This whole side of the sweater. Did 7 rows. But yeah, I'm just about to 2 hours. But I'm glad I did go live because I needed to do this. I'm getting to where I can't hardly stand to crochet. And I got to finish that doll. But I like, as long as they're small projects. Long projects, I just can't handle doing anymore. But I did get the other whole side of this sweater done while I've been sitting here talking to you. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And then I will take a picture of her again for a short. And I may be able to finish this before I go to bed. And then I'll make another short of her and her new sweater. She had the cutest little outfit on. I bought this doll. I bought this doll actually. Yeah, I get on to Enid for saying bad things about herself. And she'll even say, you're going to get on to don't get mad at me because I'm saying that. I get on to her for saying bad things about herself. I'll spank her butt. If I could get to count her out when she's mean to herself. Nope. She's very, very, very intelligent. I always give her lots of confidence because she's a great person. I love all you guys. You guys are all great and wonderful people. I love people. I do. I'm a people person. I can't understand. I don't get upset if somebody says something mean or irate to me. I mean, I'm 61 years old. That would be silly if I did get my feelings hurt by people. But I just can't understand why anybody has got to be mean and make up lies about people. You know what I'm saying? No, that was stupid, confusing eBay and Etsy. Oh, no, that was not. That was not stupid. It's very easily done because see, Etsy, eBay, and of course she's distracted. That's the story of my life. I'm always distracted too. Okay, now let's see how this looks. I color coded this as good as I could, but hopefully it'll fit the baby doll, and I won't have to put a panel piece down the back. Hopefully it will fit her. Cute. It's a weird color because it's that. I still have to make the sleeve. I did it. My sister, she doesn't. This was really soft though. This ombre yarn was really, really soft. I couldn't believe it. But Red Heart yarn, I buy Red Heart yarn because that's the only yarn I can afford. And it's get to the point where I can't hardly afford that. But Temptations cat treats are like crackers for cats. No joke. You taught him a good lesson. He loves you if he wanted not to cuss in front of you anymore. Yeah, he better not. And no telling when I'll see him next. When I'll see him again. Adam is, I love my son more than anything, but he has got this blaming problem where he blames all of his life's problems on me and his father. Not Kim, because Kim's not his biological father, even though he and Kim are really, really close. Yes, RHSS is outrageously expensive now. Yeah, it's getting more and more and more. But I don't know. But Adam is taking him to, they go to this church. They have it's not really, they don't do it in a Christian way. They don't do the counseling and that, but they go to a family counseling thing. And then Silas is actually seeing a person that he talks to. And of course, after Adam told me all this, and then, had just hearing him, it's to the point where I don't even want to talk to my son on the phone, because my grandson is it's hard to hear your child curse, but it's really, once you get a grandchild, because the love is so much different. Every person you love them differently. That's very hard to take, seeing my grandchild curse. But Adam was telling me one night Kim took Silas outside to play, and they were out there playing. It was real warm while they were here. And I told Adam, I said, you're going to have to stop that cussing in front of him and throwing those fits if you get mad about, because he's the kind of person that if he just drops a canned good or a pan or something, it's just like everything that happens is such a major catastrophe to him. Like when he works on his cars, I've seen it hurt him before. He'd call me. If he worked on his engine, he'd drop a screwdriver or drop something, and it would just be a major cuss fest. And I'm like, he can't control his own spirit. And that's what it is. Comes down to it. If I cursed every time I dropped a can of food or a bag of chips or something like that, or something as simple as that, just went off cussing like crazy, that would be crazy. And if there was a child around, what example would that set? A terrible example, so. But I don't know. I really don't. Does anybody else? I keep missing her live. Okay. Mimi's still here. It's live and was wondering if she has a schedule. She does have a schedule. Now let me see if I can get this right. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday night, I believe. And, I set my schedule for Wednesday night and Sunday night, but I did it tonight instead of Wednesday. And then Sunday night, I will do another one. Tomorrow's Saturday. I got to wrap up. I went ahead and washed Michelle. Michelle won that blanket on my last live. Sunday night I did a live and I did a giveaway. And she won that beautiful 12-point star blanket. I went ahead and washed it again and softened it up. Use fabric softener. Because you can use fabric softener with Red Heart yarn. A lot of people say not to, but it says right there on the label you can. So I got to wrap that up. Colin was rushing me yesterday to get the package, which I thought I had wrapped it up. One to you, Cynthia. I need to mail Kenneth's bear. I need to mail Michelle's blanket. But anyway, I have hit 2 hours, so I'm going to get on off here. And I'm going to finish the dolly sweater. And then I'll move on to one of the other projects. But Cynthia, when you get your granddaughter's address, go ahead and send it to me. And I'll send that pillow when I finish it. I haven't even actually got it started. I got the yarn laid out. I used 3 strands of yarn. And I'll try to use a bigger hook. And then it makes the pillow really big. Not big, gigantic, but about 22 inches tall. 20 or 22 inches tall. Okay, guys. Well, thank y'all for coming. I appreciate it. And I'll see you the next time I see you. All right. I'm going to finish up my dolly sweater. And if I finish her sweater tonight, I will do a short on it. But I don't know if I will. Probably do a short on something else. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you for coming. And if nothing happens, I'll see you Sunday night. But if I'm going to do a Sunday night live, I will set won't be a pop-up. Okay, guys. I love you. God bless. Thank y'all. And I'll see you next time.